Hey, IGOW finalists, Cha-Cha here. Thank you for coming to the secret meeting. If you're here, it means you want to prevent the Barani Massacre of 2023 as badly as I do. And I've got the intel you're looking for. This is a picture of Barani Dan. This is also a picture of Barani Dan. And through the help of a confidential informant, I've learned quite a few things about him. Firstly, he lives in the basement. You can tell by week 12 because he comes up the stairs from his living quarters. Second, he's sensitive to light. That's why he's always wearing sunglasses. And third, he goes by a code name for his favorite candy, M&Ms? All right, IGOWers, here's how we're going to defeat Barani Dan. We're going
David, what are you doing?
It's Cha-Cha, remember?
Oh. Cha-Cha, what are you doing?
Nothing, I'll be out in a second.
Okay.
Ignore that, IGOWers. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to travel back in time and prevent the Barani Massacre of 2023 by locking him in the basement during week 11. How are we going to do this? Through vigorous research, I've realized that if you do enough trippy spins, you can reverse the Earth's rotation and thus travel back in time, saving everyone. How we're going to do that? So general rules for this are going to be no bumps, ground taps, crashes, failed attempts, spliced clips. Requirement 1 and 2 can be their own separate clips. And then let me tell you about some new tricks, just so we're all on the same page. The first one's going to be a Trippy Roll. This is a 360-degree roll performed while maintaining a trippy spin motion around an object. So you're doing a trippy spin, you're going to roll, and the object's going to like go around the screen. It's going to disappear pretty much in the bottom 180 degrees of the screen, and then it's going to reappear back up, and then you're going to roll until it's back in the top portion. Next trick is a Trippy Flip. So you're doing a trippy spin, and then you pitch forward or backwards 360 degrees till the object disappears from view, and it's going to reappear back in the top portion of the view. And then the last one's a 540 Trippy Rubik's Cube. How you do this is you're doing a trippy spin, and then you're going to over rotate, so you fly past the object. Once you fly past the object, you're going to immediately do a 180-degree flip until you can see the object, typically the base of the pole. Next, you're going to do a 540-degree roll, and then finish with a 180-degree flip. And after you do all that, the object should flip back into the top of your portion of your FPV view, and then you'll continue trippy spinning. So those are the new tricks. And then, so for requirement 1, you're going to complete 5 consecutive trippy spins around yourself with your head in the top of the FPV view, then fly away cleanly. Your center line can't dip past the corner, and your head can't leave FPV view at any point during your 5 trippy spins. So additional rules on this one. This can be done inside or outside. You can be standing or sitting. If you're sitting, your height can't be higher than if you were standing. You can't utilize anything that would make you taller, such as elevated box, stilts, etc. You can use high heels if you like. For requirement 2, you're going to perform the following tricks in this order while maintaining a trippy spin on a pole type obstacle. The top of the pole cannot leave FPV view during the regular trippy spins or parts of the trick where it isn't required to leave the view due to the nature of the trick. The pole cannot dip past the corner after executing the trick. So after you do the roll and bring it back to the top, you can't have it dip past the corner. And then when you're doing the flip, it needs to be in the top, and then you'll flip and it's back in the top, and then it can't dip past the corner. And then for the 540 Trippy Rubik's Cube, when you do your final flip, it needs to flip and be into the top portion. It can't be off to the side and then like rotate it in. And then the only other rule is whatever direction you pick, you have to maintain that direction. So if you're going counterclockwise or clockwise, you have to continue that direction. But for requirement 2, perform the following tricks in this order while maintaining a trippy spin on the pull obstacle. 1 trippy spin rotation, a trippy roll, a trippy front flip, slow trippy roll. So this is at least half speed of the first trippy roll, or it would take twice the time to finish the roll compared to the first roll. Trippy front flip, 540 trippy Rubik's Cube, 1 trippy spin rotation, then fly back to yourself and smile into FPV view. You can be armed or disarmed. You could disarm and pick it up, whichever you prefer. And then the only additional rule is this must be performed on a pull type obstacle that's a maximum of 30 feet. The height's approximate, but you can't use something that's like clearly way taller, like stadium lights or something. Typically, light poles, telephone poles, flag poles are about 30 feet. I'm gonna have examples for all the tricks and what I mean by like the touching the corners, and let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.